I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland, and today I've come on to play. It's my usual Sunday live time-ish. What are we at? Oh, this needs charge. Let's put it on. I don't know what time it is. The clock in the bedroom says nearly 6:10, but I don't think it's always that accurate. So it's now time. Bear with me till I get my other device up and running, and then we're going to make a bit of a mess, I think. I don't know if anyone's here yet. 6:05, or even 4 minutes past 6. That's not bad, is it? Right, YouTube. Take the sound off. Oh no. Right, I think we're all right now. Are we? Looking that way. We're getting there. Yay! I think I found myself. Hi Karen, hi Mary, come away in and get a wee seat by the fire. Cozy up. You can stay clean and tidy while I make a mess. Does that work for you? If anyone else comes in, please come away in and say hello. Okay, so I'm 5 hours ahead of you, Mary. It just means I can go to bed 5 hours sooner than you. Ish. Oh. Right, so I nearly never came on. I've got a bit of a dodgy tummy here, so if I'd have to just stop this and go, well, that's the way it is. I think it's settling, I'm just not sure. Okay, so I was watching a wee video came up on YouTube this morning. It was recommended to me, and this channel is called Words and Pictures. And the lady does a lot of mixed media art and lots of other things. Loads. She's worth looking at. She's got loads of stuff there. She lives in the Czech Republic just now. I picked that up, but I don't really know much about her at all. I think she's called Alison. I am going to look more, but if you want this, she just inspired me this morning to play with a technique that I haven't played with for ages. So I've got some of our lovely Fluid 100 watercolour paper. I grabbed some inks. I've sort of grabbed some blue and green ones, and some purpley pinks. Don't know. I've got some whole crystals of sea salt, and I don't have any cooking salt, so I ground some of that sea salt, and we're going to add that to the wishery watery. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. I found that these bits were already cut. I obviously had been planning on doing something with them, but hey, we'll get some wee miniatures maybe. There won't be any finished product tonight because this will need to dry at least overnight. Hey Jackie, and you come, I'm making a mess again. So we've got some quite strong winds here in Scotland, and I've got more watercolor sheets. I might keep a whole one and do a whole one, and then I can pull in some normal card if I want to. So let's just make us start. I will do some pinks and I will do some purple. So let's just divvy this up. 2 for pink, 2 for blue, 1 for pink, 1 for blue, and then we'll have a whole one on each one as well. Is that on each pile? We're just going to make a mess. Yeah, have I got a mixture, Karen? Yeah, it has been a mixture. We've not had a lot of rain, but we've got wind. Right, so I don't need that yet, but I need quite a bit of water going on. So I've got a wee spare bottle of tap water. I filled up with tap water. I'll put that there. I've got a glass of water here to drink, so let me have a wee drink. So I don't go mixing up. So I'm not sure whether to start off with pinks or blues. I just thought, I've not done that for a long time. It might be 2 or 3 years since I've played with the salt thing. Now, these are from a different packet. And look, these are more yellow than these, but it won't matter. Well, we do pinks first, because I always go blue, but because then I'll stay playing with blue probably. And blue does have pink in it, doesn't it? So we'll do totty one first. I brought a muslin square for soaking up mess. We'll see what happens. So I need to take that off, don't I? Because I don't want it to mix up with what I've got going on here. I just wrote it there because I knew I would forget. And I don't like, you know, if someone has inspired me, then I do like to acknowledge that. I'm sure her work was incredible. I'm sure mine will be very different, but we'll see. Right, what did we have? Right, we'll start in the middle. Let's start with middles. That makes sense, doesn't it? You've never done it, Karen? Oh, well. I'm going to just sort my seat here. We're a bit ill-adjusted. I'm poorly adjusted, girls. Did you know that? Do I need that other? Oh, look, put that in. That's the only problem with the... is the light reflecting. But I do want to use my glass mat, so... Right, so I just want to put a bit of each of these. I need to move that pack of paper so it doesn't get wet. Just thinking out loud. You're used to that, aren't you? Right. Berry Burst. Petunia. Do you see the potential for mess already? You could be a bit cleaner, and you could, well, you can hardly see that, but I think you will put more there. Right. I might have to change to a slightly stronger pink, maybe like Pretty in Pink, but we'll see. We'll see. Right, so first thing I need to do is give this a good old spritz, because this is going to be a pretty wet affair. And the lady did say if you spray it on the back as well, then your paper won't curl quite as much, is it? Because it's watercolour. Now I've got a couple of these. Oh look, I've got a wee dragonfly sticking to it. Water paper. What do you call them? Water painter pet things. So get that a bit wet as well. The water flowing in that. And some water on this. We'll start with the paler colour. See if we can pick up and just put a wash on here. There will be grot in the brush because it's been lying about. This is not going to be a delicate game. I'm not in for the delicate stuff today. So I don't think Pretty in Pink's really doing it. So let's just go for something stronger. Oh, you've got a double rainbow. We had one the other day there. I love rainbows. Yeah. And then really making this really watery. Oops. Just because it's good to play. Bring in this one again, more of this. Yeah, it's just good play. Do it when you've got the wee one and let her play too, Karen. And then we can. The other thing that's quite good to do is I've not put the spray. I've not put the salt in yet. As the lady was doing this one, and I just do a bit of water splatter, and they'll pick up some of this water with this brush. Because even the water, droplets of water change, is really swimming in water, and that's okay. And then I will take this salt, the thin stuff. Now that has to just stay on overnight. Just do it while it's still quite wet. And we'll just leave that. Now I have got my paper pad just to the side of me, so I'm just going to carefully lift it. And lay that to dry on the paper pad, and we'll bring in one of the little. They're the same salt. They're both just bog standard. Well, not bog standard, sea salt. And so I ground these ones and I left these crystals whole because they'll give a slightly different effect. I'm just using the water that's already here. I think I need a bit more pink. I wonder. I don't know what else to bring in here. Start bringing yellows in. See what Melon Mambo does. We're just playing. Yeah, let's do a bit of purpley. Purple doesn't know whether it's on the pink side or the blue side. It goes on either. It doesn't mind what team it's on. Right. Oh, what here? I just saw that lady this morning having way too much fun. I thought, I need some of that fun. As I say, I'm feeling a bit grotty, so this will take my mind off me. I like that already. And then we'll just... I'm not putting it everywhere. You see already the salt, it's soaking up the colour, so it'll probably leave white splotches behind. But we'll just wait, we'll see what we get when we're done. I'm just putting them over. Oh, Melon Mambo is pretty bright. And I'm not moving any of this messy stuff off, I'm just making use of it. We need more water there though. Let's spritz. And you'll get different effects depending on how wet your paper is when you put the colour on. Let's bring this in. And again, we'll just, maybe this time just do a and just let it soak for a minute. And I was going to do a whole sheet as well, but yeah, got it there. And then I'm thinking, well, that'll give us loads to play with over the next week or two. And I don't know what I'm going to do with them all, because I think when they're ready, they're dry and ready, and we take all the salt off, there'll be inspiration comes when we start looking at them. You could use a heat tool, but I think to give the salt the time to soak the colour, you know, to absorb the colour, and it basically takes the pigment back off the paper. So you need to give it time to do that. So I think that's, we'll just try and use up all this colour here. Really watery this time, but that will maybe give us like a gentler finish. I don't know. There's something summer skyish in here anyway, isn't there? These sort of backgrounds are really good for then doing silhouette stamping with the dark colours. Go off these on. It's even just splattering the same colour over that, it gives you an effect. It's just play. Oh, hi Georgiana. Not seen you in a while. How are you? Come away and the ladies will budge up and let you in by the fire. Right, that's just giving me something different, just getting all the liquid out of that heavy brush. And then again we'll do the salt. Seem to have done that in a kind of, in a sort of salter. And I'll put a few of the larger crystals on. I'm really not overthinking this at all. Just leave it to, see that one moved the little wee salt, so you can see there's already changes happening. I am carefully laying these on a paper pad that I should be able to lift up to let you see when we're finished today, even though they won't be dry. You'll be able to see what that, I'm going to put background light on actually. I can't see what's going on. Right, so I'm not going to clean up this water. I'm just going to take my middle-sized piece for my blues and I'm just going to add them in. I'm just gonna. So I've got my beloved Night of Navy. Will I put them on this side? Will I do them? Okay, well look, I'll tell you what, we'll put them on this side and then at the end we'll mix them all up. My beloved Night of Navy hasn't been out in a while, but I did think, well, I could use that because if I want to silhouette, I will have Secret Sea. So this Lost Lagoon, which is a good colour. It's a greeny. Some people say it's green, I'll say it's a greeny blue, but you know, we can, it doesn't matter. So is everyone okay? Are you all okay? A barbecue family competition, Lanny, and you come. Thank you so much. It's just messy play today. Messy Sunday. Well, some people go to, remember, some churches do messy church for the children, don't they? So it's Sunday and that's appropriate. So I'm just spritzing it, making it woolly wet. And I'll take this. Have great fun, Lanny. Sounds brilliant. So we need to wet this. So I'm squeezing the brush to run the water through. There's a possibility that's got some yellow in it, but I'm okay with that. Are you okay with that? Yes, it's got yellow, but that's okay because it'll just greenify. Hi Keishan, you come. Canada's in the house. Who else is, what other countries? The USA's in the house. England's in the house. Have a great time, Lanny. And I'm okay with the fact that that pink has sneaked in from there. This is just see what you get. The lady that I was watching this morning, she was all greens and blues, and she's thinking of like Stormy Seas, where she was when she was actually doing it, recording it. She actually had heavy rain. As I say, she did say at the end she was in the Czech Republic. I think she's English though, and she had lived in the USA, so picked up quite a lot from our conversation then, didn't I? Okay, so what we do next? A bit more dark. I'll make this a bit moody as well, couldn't we? And then we'll pick up that and then do this. This we could be bringing out the boat stamps, couldn't we, for this? Or it could be a dark and stormy night in the forest. There's lots we could do, but let's put the salt on and see. Yes, sort of giving you a sea feel already, isn't it? I don't know if that's wet enough. I'm going to spritz it again. I think because it's under the lights here it dries a bit quick. Right, let's just give it a moment. I think I'm bringing another blue. I think I'm going to bring in Blueberry Bushel, because when you water everything down, it waters down. Oh, how lovely, Mary. How old are they now? I know they had problems when they were first born, weren't they? Right, I'm going to pop this over onto the other pad. Just love baby cuddles. Right, that's over there. Right, we'll get the little ones. The little ones. Okay, so we'll take some of this Blueberry Bushel, and so we're getting a different blue coming in here. So who knows what we'll end up with. I was wondering about, sometimes we'll let this one go. Oh no, we need to salt it, don't we? She salted it and peppered it and had it for her tea. Where did that come from? Because I'm doing the salt. Oh, bless them. It actually reminded me there's a friend I need to contact. She had grandchildren, a boy and a girl born, and they're both having troubles. They came very prem. So yeah, I must get in touch and see how things are. Hi, Don, you come. And you come. We're just doing a mess. There won't be any end product, folks. It's messy Sunday. Messy Sunday afternoon. Where can I put this? I'm going to put it up the top. I don't know how. Yeah, you can see up there. Doing some granny apple. Introducing some brighter greens. Just going with the flow. But now I've got lots of ink to put away when I'm finished. Do you know, guys, I feel better just being with you all. You're a great tonic, do you know that? It is drying quite quickly. I want to keep it pretty fluid. Okay, so now what would happen if I try to splatter a bit of pink in there? And this is what playing's about. It's a what would happen if. We don't wonder about it, just do it, because that's the only way to find out. I'm trying to do this sparsely, but I did get a big clump there. Just let them soak in. Oh, Keisha, yes, it's salt. So I'm just using what I normally use at home because I didn't have any actual, like that, the very fine cooking salt, the stuff that we used to get when we were kids, because I can't stand it. But I've got some sea salt here, the larger crystals. But what I did was I took these 2 little dishes and I ground some. So then, I guess you could just do that if you wanted on your picture. Grind it onto your picture. Would you like more salt, sir? And then I tipped out some of the whole crystals into this little dish. And what will happen is the salt will soak the colour up. That's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to soak the pigment and then leave splotches behind. Just, it's quite interesting to look at. Well, I think it is anyway. Right, I'll put that up there and then we'll get this one. The great big one. I just put it on the wet surface because quite honestly the water soaking in from the back is good for it, but what we can do is just do that and then pull it over. See, that's got pink and it's got blue. So what if we then deliberately add in some more of the strong pink, some blues. It's just fun. Tori would love it. Good activity for next holidays. Yeah, I have done it before, but not in a long, long time. So when I saw the lady this morning doing it, I thought, yeah, that's what we'll do today for our live. Okay, so how come I put Gorgeous Great back? That's not like me. I bring it out as well. Again. So this will be absolutely wonderful or absolutely awful. But I don't mind if you don't mind. So I'm going to turn it a that way now and give it more water. Would you like more water, sir? There you go. Hi, Tammy, and you come. It's messy time here in Poland. Oh, that's a good idea, Jackie. I've never done that before. I've never saved the salt. Oh, right. Okay, well, I might well just put a piece of paper down when I'm scraping it off then. And that's a good tip. See, that's why it's good to craft with other people, because they've got sometimes even better ideas. I'm not quite sure why I'm changing brushes, but let's get this blue. Just starting to use up now, although I've added pinks because I had no pinks left. I don't think I'll get any more blues out. But all this granny apple up here as well. I need water. I need water. Right, let's see what happens. Just splatter the greeny colour over the pinky bit, and then the pinky colour. In fact, could do a bit of them all over each. Well, that was more effective, wasn't it? And then we'll get this one. This is just fun to do. It doesn't matter if you don't have any good results. It's just playtime. Right, so I've got some of the fine salt. Yeah, well, I'm going to be soaking up all that, Jackie. Oh no, yeah, I'm going to soak up the what's on there as well. I don't think the coloured salt will be interesting to save. I'm going to put more water. See, that dries out. It soaks it up pretty quick. Just add more water because, well, that's empty. Got another one here. Can't have too many spritzers, honestly. Right, so I'm going to pop that over just now, and then we will, I think what I'll do this time is just get a piece of normal basic white and lift all that beautiful colour. There, I've got it. Take it as it is, and then I'll spritz it and get all that's left there. I'm not even moving the salt, I'm just leaving it where it is as well. That's cool, isn't it? Right, where's the spritzer that had some water left? Not that one. That one has. Right, so let's... I think I might have enough water now. It just reactivates it all. Now, should I turn it round this time? I said, no, Janice, no. Well, it's too late, I did. It's just an experiment. Just play that. I don't want to waste all that colour, all that pigment. Look how much sun I've had this summer. I've just put my Fitbit thing to charge. Let's give it a moment to soak up. It will dry and it'll look different. Now, what have we got left? Have we got much? This can't really take too much water because then it starts pulling. I'll give it a bit of a spritz, and then maybe just add some of the fine salt on here. I don't think it's wet enough for the big crystals, but you never know. Might as well just use all that up. Let's put some on anyway. It will soak up any moisture. So we'll be able to do something with that, who knows what. So, I think that's me just about used everything up. So what I think I'll do, I'll move this mat. So it's slightly short, that's not that short, it's 6:45 already. So time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? What I'm going to do is just lift this whole mat. Goodness knows what's under here, folks. Close your eyes. And I'll bring the paper one in. And it's just, I want this to dry flat, so if it's lying on that, it will be, look! I can't believe that. I just cleaned that about, I'm sure it was Thursday or Friday I did this. Why does it all gather under there? Put that in the bin. It was worse than that when I did lift it right enough. Right. And I bring this up here, because it will dry quicker under the light. So there's our, oh, I don't want them overlapping. Right. So they're still very, very wet, but you can see that as they dry, you can see that the salt is taking on the colour. Yeah. So I will come on, if not tomorrow, maybe on Tuesday. I don't know what day. I don't know what's happening. Just want to get, somebody keeps leaving grey hairs on my desk. It's awful. I do not know who that might be. Do you? So I'm going to leave it at that, folks. And hope to have some really good fun with these during the week. No idea what we'll do. I just enjoy looking at them, but if you start looking at them closely, you'll start to see ideas coming. You start to see things in them. Aren't they fun? Really good fun. All different, so they will, you know, keep us amused. You can do lots of things. You can stamp on them, you can use them as a background and use die cuts. You could actually cut things out from them. Yep, you know, there's loads and loads and loads. And then we've got that extra big A4 sheet of basic white that we yeah, we could pop them through embossing folders. You would just, there's loads we can do with them when the inspiration comes. So as I say, I want them to just take their time, soak that colour, and we'll see what they're like in the morning. Hey Shirley, I'm just heading in a minute. I'm just going to bring this camera down so you can see some of this close up. Paper piercing or piecing, yeah. Oh yeah, Christmas baubles. I don't have any of those dies yet, but you never know. What do you think? What are you seeing in them? Someone's seeing Christmas baubles. Thanks, Shirley. Sorry, yeah, it's a shorter one today. But I do appreciate Oh, hi, Karen. I'm just finishing. I've just been playing with salt and water and ink. And we'll come back during the week when they're dry and start using them for something. Who's going to have a go? Let me know if you're going to have a go. Who's going to have a wee play? If you have a wee play and you got some ready, then you could craft along with me during the week. Yeah, thanks, Karen. Sorry about that. But anyway, anywho, I'm going to go just now and I'll see you all later. Bye. Don't forget thumbs ups. Subscribe if you haven't already. Okay. Where's the door?